So I just realized that I was look. Hey, so I was looking through my old recordings and I realized that I didn't have any footage of me playing through the Old Owl Well segment. The camp, that is. So we're going to do that. My bad. Oh, look, here we are. That's Karina. We must talk to her. So there you are. It took you long enough. What, couldn't find the mountains? I take it you're my contact? Ah, so there is something between those ears. Good to know Axel sent someone who's not a complete fool this time. You'd have thought the last recruit they sent me was one of the Grey Cloaks. He actually thought he knew better than I did, so my dagger ended up between his shoulder blades. You do know why you were sent here, yes? Why don't you freaking remind me? The Waterdeep emissary didn't make it to Neverwinter. Thing is, we don't know what happened to him. Fortunately, the council decided to send the Grey Cloaks to take Old Owl Well. Gave me perfect cover. Why is the well important? Old Owl Well is the only water source within 3 days' ride in any direction. Duh. If the Grey Cloaks take it back from the Orcs, the trade route between Neverwinter and Yartar would be open again, which serves our interests. And how does that involve the emissary? It means you should be able to find the emissary and the Grey Cloaks will even help you. Oh my god. What do you mean? Take these missives. They'll say you're here on the council's orders to find the emissary. Pretending to be an agent of the council is dangerous and risky. God, you're the one who signed up for this, and it's too late to back out now, so be quiet and listen. Stop interrupting. Show these to Callum. That should be enough to give you support and the freedom to move around without drawing suspicion. Like, why didn't you do this yourself, bitch? Finding an army of orcs doesn't play to my strengths. That's where you come in. And if Callum realizes these are fake, then Axel will need to send another recruit, so make it convincing. Asking less questions will help. What will you be doing? Waiting. Keep me waiting too long, and I won't be here when you return, no matter what Axel says. Prom coming is in like an hour. If you find the emissary, bring him back here. I'll make sure he gets to Neverwinter under our protection. Okay, bye. God, the sooner we finish this, the sooner I can text Jessica and tell her that we're on our way. Right, so this is a merchant. Well, Matt, you're not one of those Grey Cloaks that I can see. Care to have a look at my wares? Okay. Oh, excellent. Now I warn you, my prices are quite fair considering the high quality. Nothing but the best for your soldiers, our soldiers, you know. I have no idea what that accent was supposed to be. I apologize. Some of these wares might come in handy later. But for now, I'm fine with what I have. Oh, look.
I want those walls up by evening. No excuses. The orcs aren't going to stop attacking just because we need to catch our breath.
But, sir, the men are having a hard time finding the materials we need.
You're telling me they can't find any stones? We're in the middle of the blasted mountains. Unless you'd like to report to Nashia that we're overrun because we couldn't find rocks, I suggest you drive some sense into your men and get that wall built.
Yes, sir. I'll see to it, sir.
I tell you, I've lost years of my life trying to get this rabble fit for service. And who are you supposed to be? Reinforcements?
I'm looking for the guy in charge.
That would be me. Let me tell you, leading these farmers is a mixed blessing. They've got a ways to go. I'm Column. Commander Column to you.
That is not
Lord
what
Nasha
that,
sent me here to
how
secure
that
the old
word is
Elwell.
pronounced.
So what are you doing here?
I'm here to escort the Waterdeep emissary to Neverwinter.
Isani? He hasn't arrived yet. Should have been here 10 days ago. I've sent a scout to look for him. Who are you anyhow? No one told me to expect more men. Not that I'd be complaining.
I'm here on the council's orders.
Is that so? And who gave you these orders?
Does it fucking matter? It was the council. Shove papers in your face.
Ha! You're not a very good liar. The council rarely speaks with one voice. And when they do, it's usually after Lord Nash has cowed them with the threat of taxes. Still, as long as you're here to help, you won't hear me complaining. We need all the help we can get.
The emissary had no idea he'd be entering a battlefield, did he?
This assault has been planned for months. We weren't able to warn Asani ahead of time, though. We weren't expecting to be needing a new emissary, to be honest. Still, at least we'll be here to offer more protection.
Why didn't you bring more men with you to fight off the orcs?
Well, that brings us back to the emissary, doesn't it? If the Lord's Alliance could communicate, you're right. We'd have more men. But with the emissaries being lost, even so, we've stretched the army thin as it is. I brought along every man that Lord Nasha could spare. The council's going to have to raise a new army in a hurry if things don't work out here.
So, you couldn't send for reinforcements to help you guard the emissary because your reinforcements keep getting killed looking after emissaries. That makes perfect sense. I see no issues with this whatsoever. Yeah, I guess I'll offer to help. Why not?
You have any military training? Listen to me, my own Greycloaks barely know which end of a sword to hold, and I'm asking you about military experience. I'll expect you to help out with the defense of this camp. You've already brought your own gear, so just find a spot to call home and stay alert.
Arnar.
Sound the alarm! Orcs! The orcs are attacking!
Wouldn't you know it, not a moment's rest.
Greycloaks to arms! For Neverwinter!
I'll have you dead!
That was a fucking maritime bell. You know, the ones you hear when boats come and go. Ding dang. Why they have those? I have no idea. But anyway,
Me?
yes, Grobnar, it is time to prove your worth. See what kind of cool stuff you can do. Well, first of all,
Ellie-me-vogren.
Come to me! I await you here!
that
I see the boy. The enemy is here. You breathe your last!
Glory!
that went well.
I'll have you dead!
All right, Greycloaks. Everyone back to your posts. Another orc raiding party. We're lucky they haven't attacked in full force. Just wish I could make contact with whoever it is that's been distracting the orcs.
Someone else is attacking the orcs.
Yes, Someone's out there attacking orc patrols, and it's giving us a chance to build up our defenses.
What do you mean?
I don't know who's leading that band of madmen, and I don't know why they're avoiding contact with us. If I could coordinate with their leader, if they have one, then we'd have the orcs on the run in no time.
Any idea who this attacker might be?
The orcs have a name for him, Katalmak. They say he attacks without warning, and without regard for his enemies' numbers.
Someone who doesn't play the odds doesn't last too long in my experience. Well, except me.
That's not a name orcs give lightly. It's a name they give to warriors who lose themselves in battle.
Maybe this kettlehead person simply lacks basic math skills. You see, if we were to face 300 orcs, the odds, well, if you carry the two, might be...
Sounds like someone who wants to die to me. If we weren't here, it'd only be a matter of time before all the tribes in the well hunted down this Katalmak, and then his crusade would be over. Well, enough talk about him. I've got my hands full just keeping the men in fighting shape.
Commander, scouts returning.
Let's hope he brings word on the emissary, eh?
Pathfinder Willem reporting, sir.
Willem, did you locate Emissary Asani?
No, sir, but I came across his escorts. Killed to the last man, but no sign of the emissary. Orcs, sir. They must have taken him.
Sounds like you've got a new assignment. Your job is to escort the emissary to safety. If he's in trouble, you've got to help him. I'd start looking at Yai-Sog Bone Gnash's lair, northeast of here.
Bone Gnashers? They're still around. They're hard to kill.
Sounds like a well-mannered fellow, judging from the name.
My, Bone Gnasher is an interesting name. I wonder what he would have done to earn it.
His tribe isn't the biggest, but he's older and more cunning than most. At the least, he may have an idea who attacked the emissary's guards.
If the Bone Gnashers aren't the biggest tribe, then who is?
The Eye Gouger tribe is the strongest, led by Logram Eye Gouger. He keeps the other tribes in line, including the Bone Gnashers, and he's the one leading the attacks. All the orcs in the well fall under his banner. Ooh, if we could get lucky and put an arrow through his skull. If we could, the orcs would turn on each other in a heartbeat and give us enough time to strengthen our position here.
I mean... like... I'm just here to find the emissary, okay? If we run across Logram, we'll deal with him. Simple as that.
Trust me, if I knew where Logram could be found, I'd hit him myself. Killing him would be the break we've been looking for. But from what I've heard, there's been reports that this unknown ally of ours, this Katalmak, is hitting Logram hard, which means he must know where Logram can be found. But since I can't find this unknown ally of ours, Logram's out of our reach as well. For right now, focus on Yai-Sag Bone Gnasher. See what you can do to find the emissary. Besides, if you cross Logram, that might be more than you can handle.
Of course, we're going to find out soon enough that these orc chieftains are no match for the undead orc shaman, Sweetheart Cuddle Monkey. Just tell me, just show me where the lair is. Come on.
I'll have Willem mark the Bone Gnasher lair on your map. You'd better act quickly. If the orcs have the emissary, whatever they have planned for him cannot be good. If you need anything, we've got Simi here in camp to help you. She normally trades in trinkets for the men, but carries some items more suited for combat as well.
Okay, thanks.
We'll hold down the fort. The more orcs we kill here, the fewer you'll run into out in the mountains. Good luck to you. And if you run into that madman who's attacking the orcs out there, let him know I'd like to have a little chat with him.
You know, from the sounds of things, and based off of what I know of the fantasy genre, the kind of person that this Katalmak might be narrows down to a few different classes. Now, the most obvious, of course, would be a ranger. Rangers love chasing down orcs, especially in the woods. Another might be paladin. They're, you know, prone to throwing themselves at large numbers of enemies with no regard for safety or tactics whatsoever. Because they're just so zealous to their cause. But I guess we'll see, won't we? I guess we will see. Let's go.
My Lord Darius grows impatient with your progress, Logrum.
I am lord here in the mountains, human, not your master. Orcs rule the well, and none can stand against us.
Except the Grey Cloaks, peasant recruits who are more than a match for you. We have given you weapons, yet you seem to lack the strength to use them.
We captured
It's
your
not
emissary.
their fault your plan
We have given your
sucks.
dark priests all the dead they have asked for. My war chief Yisong here is gathering the tribes for a new attack against these humans.
Also, have you noticed
Even as
that
we
every
waste
single one of
time
these
here listening
orcs
to
is
you.
the same
This
model?
weak Grey
Every
Cloak
single
tribe will
one.
fall, Logrum, without help
Think
from
about it.
Darius or his accursed priests of shadow. If you fail, Logrum, then Darius will need further sacrifices. And the next corpse given to the
Why doesn't he
shadow
just
priests
sacrifice you?
will be yours.
You threaten me? Here, in Orcish lands? I fear not your Lord Darius, nor your dark priests.
That is good, because Darius has sent more here to watch over you. And unless you drive the Grey Cloaks from Old Hourwell, then they will carry out the orders that you cannot.
Ah, typical lower level villain, blaming everyone else for their own incompetence when the main characters have too much plot armor. Okay, so a bit of an update. I went and started another side quest without necessarily meaning to. And during one of the fights, the game just completely crashed. So I decided it was a good time to try and see if there was anything I was missing for this particular quest, you know, to solve that rock slide puzzle. And I found my answer. And okay, that's hilarious. Anyway, I found my answer, and I was so extremely angry. And I'm not sure whether it's at the game, because it didn't, you know, it was very obtuse about the solution, or if I was angry at myself because I had kinda been onto the solution, but I didn't quite get it, and I don't like being taken for a fool. But then I just sort of, you know, because when I get angry at video games, I don't throw a fit like those other Let's Players or Smash Tournament. Excuse me. Yeah, when I get mad at video games, I tend to just sit there quietly and stew a bit. So I was sitting here, stewing, and I just, you know, I remembered. This is a game. It's supposed to be fun. But, you know, it's kind of fun to get angry at things. Not like actually angry. This is like, how do I explain this? There's like real anger, like when you get into arguments, really bad arguments with people that leave you upset, you know, because something happens. And then there's like superficial anger. It's like very surface level. And it's usually about something very minor or inconsequential that annoys or frustrates you. And then you decide to like, you know, you're kind of angry. Like Like this, for example, when you almost have the solution to a very obtuse quest puzzle and you feel like an idiot for not getting it. So you get, quote unquote, angry. Let's call it anger light, L-I-T-E, anger light. So yeah, that's how I was feeling a little bit. But you know, it's a game. Games are supposed to be fun. And it has been fun, even when I've gotten extremely frustrated at this thing. It's still been rather entertaining. So yeah, that's just what that's all I wanted to say, really. Oh, that, and you'll find that when you get older, or you know, when you reach adulthood, you'll find that things often aren't nearly as serious or as, you know, worthy of a meltdown as you think they are. So don't blow up like that. But yeah, a lot of the time, things aren't nearly as bad or as serious as you think they are. I personally can't speak for your lives, because maybe you do have a lot of serious stuff going on. But, you know, if you find yourself frustrated because you lost at your fighting game thing, or you misplace your car keys, there's no need to blow up about it. I mean, you know, you can have a little bit of an anger outburst, maybe just a little tiny hissy fit, but like not to the point where you would break anything. I think the world would be a better place if more people just, you know, just learn to chill a bit more. You know? Like this, for example. I got my ass kicked last time I tried to do this little area here. And you know, that was a bit frustrating. But it's nothing to lose your head over. Because remember, at the end of the day, games are supposed to be fun. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Now, let us hunt some orc. Again, one of the reasons why I keep dying, and that might be a little bit annoying and frustrating to me, is because I built a glass cannon. I am a DPS who has to play as a tank. Quote unquote, has to. It's a melee build, and most of my other characters aren't quite as good at it as I am.
Let's see what they're made of.
Do. I just realized all of these orcs look exactly the same. Like, I'm not exaggerating. They all have the same model, just sometimes with different clothes. And I suppose that makes sense. This isn't exactly a huge budget AAA game. And you're probably not going to be running into orcs that much. So it doesn't make sense for you to have a whole lot of differing models for them. And I'm about to be frustrated again. But not necessarily in the same way that I was before, because I am zen now. Although, one thing that is a bit concerning is that I didn't have the presence of mind to save before I did all that crap. Or did I? I guess we'll see. A lot of these areas kind of look the same in the wilderness. Oh yeah, definitely need to go back again. I guess I'll just cut this part out. See you in a little bit.
And we're back. Don't worry, I totally remember to save this time.
Everyone, follow me.
This time, let's inspire defense.
Eleme Vokreni.
No. What kind of spells can we? Fear might be useful. Put the fear of God into these orcs.
Everybody, follow me!
When you've bungled all your bangles and your loved ones have been mangled, listen to the jingle jangle of my gypsy tambourine.
Everybody, follow me! Follow where I lead.
We are all blessed. Blessed. I really need to look up the Beatitudes again at some point.
Following ogre lover.
You know, Kelgar, this is why you keep dying.
Shadow in hell.
It's not because the enemies are too difficult, it's because you keep running off like a... What was that village girl's name? I've already forgotten it. Annie? I want to say it was Amy or something. Ah, fellow explorer. Pleased to meet you. Expected to see nothing but orcs here. You must have keen eyes to have spotted me among all this tall grass. What are you doing here? I was hoping to set my eyes on the old Iron Fist clan stronghold near here. What do you know about Iron Fist stronghold? You'd best not be going there to loot its treasures. I'm a traveler and explorer. I've spent my long life finding marvelous sights to see. I let these places touch me, but I do not touch them. I take nothing and leave only my footprints. What do you know about it? Though I am no historian, I know what the road teaches me, and a little of the history of this place. What would you like to hear? Tell me what you know. The Iron Fist dwarves came here long ago to escape the constant raids that they suffered from fire giants of Mount Galardrim. However, several tribes of orcs also made this place their home, and they did not take kindly to the dwarves. The Iron Fist dwarves were more than a match for the occasional harrying of the scattered orc clans, but they were weary of having to constantly be on their guard. So the Iron Fist clan chose to ally themselves with a nearby human lord. I forget his name. With their combined might, they were able to drive orcs out of Old Owlwell entirely. Unfortunately, this convinced all the orc tribes of Old Owlwell to band together and return unified. The dwarves called on their human allies, but they did not come in time. Ridiculous! Did not come in time. The humans cowered in their keep while the Iron Fist faced a massacre. Very tragic. After the orcs had driven away the remains of the Iron Fist clan, they came and razed the human keep to the ground. And the orcs have dominated Old Owlwell ever since. Thanks for the story. You are quite welcome, but now I must be moving on. I'm getting old, and I haven't many good traveling days left to me. I want to make the most of them. Good journey to you, traveler. May you see many profound sights and live to tell your grandchildren. Okay. So he's just some dude. Just some guy. See if we can't strike a deal. If we can't, well, just have to see about it. Hello. What do my skills look like right now? Really good. Really good. Hello. You not friend of clan Bone Gnasher. How you get here?
I want to speak to your chieftain. Ah! Chief Yesog not talk with you. You die first. I'm sure your chief is guarded well. I won't be allowed to harm him. Me not believe you. You kill many warriors to get here. Me kill you now. Take me to your chief now or I'll slaughter you like the other orcs I killed on the way here. Bah! Yesog sends weak orcs to guard mountain. Strong orcs like me guard clan home. We'll see about that. It was worthless trying to talk to them anyway. Me kill you now. Take your head to chief. You're not gonna live to regret that. The only language orcs respect is blood.
Come to me. I await you here.
Take that! Let's see what they're made of.
Fucking orcs. Ugh.
Enemies!
Why did they always target me before anyone else? That's some bullshit. Not my fault these stupid fucking orcs came out of nowhere.
Take that!
Come on, you stupid shit.
Take that! To battle!
No, this one. You stupid fuck. You're no orc. You're not just going to stand there, are you? Open this thrice cursed door. I don't want to wind up impaled in some orc's blade, neither do my men. Who are you? I'm a miner, and this is my crew. And don't tell me, I already know this isn't the safest place to be mining. How do I open the door? Look here, something! Bash the lock! Fill up with the thieves' kit, just get us out of here! By the gods, if this is the first locked door... Okay. Don't need to be an asshole.
Everybody, follow me!
Follow where I lead.
Thanks for the rescue. We've had enough of this place. We're heading back to the well. Before we go, on the off chance you manage to clear this place out, let us know. The Orc-Be-Gone, we might actually be able to mine these caves in peace. Men, get off your lazy behinds. We're leaving now. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Killing all the orcs. Kill them all.
Come to me. I await you here.
Here we go. Impressive. Even as prepared for an attack as we were, you were still able to fight your way here. Before I kill you, tell me, why have you invaded my clan hold? I've come for the human you captured. Where is he? So, the human is more valuable than I was told. I must inform Logrim of this. As for you, let us see how you can do against the best of my clan. Guards, attack.
Who's for a fight? Come on!
At their throats, cut them down. I'll see you cut asunder.
Best of your clan, huh? Well, from the looks of this, it seems that they're running away like scared little girls. Why do you continue to hound me? I am Yaisag. I cannot die. I guess we'll fucking see about that, won't we?
I await you here. At their throats, cut them down.
No, spare me. My tribe still needs me. Your choice is simple. Answer my questions or die. Years ago in my youth, I would have embraced death. There is no higher glory than to die in battle. But times have grown more desperate for my people. The humans grow strong and send their men to slaughter our warriors. It has fallen to we elders to train our warriors, to teach them of our ways, and should I fall, that knowledge will be lost forever. Spare me, allow me to leave, and I shall answer your questions. Where is the Waterdeep emissary? Ah, yes, the human. He is here. Should have known our attack would not go unanswered. Who planned the attack? Logrim, of the Eye Gouger tribe, was the one who ordered the orcs to attack. My tribe was given the honor of leading the charge. Chief Logrim seemed to place great importance to this attack. We were told it would help turn the tide of battle against the humans here in the mountains. It was a glorious battle. The orcs suffered only light losses while we slaughtered the human force. Where can I find Logrim? His lair is kept hidden, even from his warlords. I only know that his men always travel deep into the mountains to the southeast when they return from their raids. I've heard that someone else is in the mountains attacking the orcs. Ah yes, Katalmak, the orc slayer who has plagued us for almost a season. He strikes swiftly, then disappears into the mountains. Many of our finest warriors have fallen to his sword. He said no blade can harm him. He embraces battle like one who wishes to die. If it were not for this Katalmak, the humans never would have been able to take our well. He is a curse upon our tribes. You may go now. Do not return. It is man. Don't hurt me. I'm not in league with the orcs. Are you Asani of Waterdeep? Yes. Did my government send you after me? We come from Neverwinter. Then you have cleared a way out of this lair. I must thank Lord Nasher for sending such capable rescuers. This doesn't look like much of a prison to me. I believe the warlord of this lair wished to keep me close so he could watch me. This was the only room available. But do not let the surroundings fool you. The orcs clearly intended to harm me. I am fortunate you arrived when you did. But what are you doing here? And how did you find me? Don't have time to talk. Come with us. I cannot place you in further danger. You have already risked much to rescue me. Shut up. With the way clear, I'm confident that I can make my way safely to your city, and to be honest, I travel much faster alone. If the Lords of Waterdeep had not insisted I travel with an escort, I believe I would have eluded my orcish captors. I have a job to do. Brave and dutiful, a rare combination. I assure you, however, that I'm not entirely helpless. I could not leave this place without having to battle my way through an entire tribe of orcs. However, out in the open, I shall prove to be a much more difficult quarry. Ugh, fine. But what is it that I can do? You've already done enough. Be assured that those in the right circles shall be informed of your deed. If you'll excuse my haste, I'd best be on my way. You've cleared a route for me, but more orcs are certain to show soon enough. Safe travels to you, my rescuers. I shall repay you at my earliest opportunity. You're a fucking weirdo, man. Boink.
Yes.
Everyone, follow me!
Follow me.
Yes.